Welcome back, guys. It's Bill's Trains. Today is January 6, 2020. Happy New Year. First off, a lot has actually happened over the past week. There was a party here 2 nights ago, so I wanted to be able to show people what was happening in this room. Actually have something running, so I got one loop wired. I have it, like I said in my previous video, I have my layout broken up into 4 different terminal sections. So each throttle is currently responsible for 1/4 of the track, as I do not have train master control. I learned one of my most unfavorite parts of doing this railroad is wiring. As you can see here, I have a cheap tap-in splice from Princess Auto. Not worth throwing rocks at. It does not cut through the jacket of the cable, and it's caused me quite a few problems and frustration, as I could not get power to my train set. But I bought this set over here of tap-in splices, and these tap-in splices over here work great. No problems, cut through the jacket every time, work wonderful. Now, after I got my first loop running, I kept having derailments, and I worked with this problem for about 2 hours, and it caused me great deals of frustration. Turns out the culprit was, I had this Canadian National FBA diesel set running, passenger set, and this was the culprit of my derailment right here. You wouldn't think it'd be one car derailing, and I looked at it and I can't figure it out, but it derails every time. Another thing too I wanted to show you is I actually got compliments on this here. No one realized that, when I showed this the other night at the party, no one realized that the track was actually separated here, and they asked me how did I get that noise of the click 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 when it goes over like an actual train. But just listen. Kind of makes that realistic effect. Last night I actually won on eBay. I ordered a newer style of this GP9 right here from Lionel. This model right here is, I'd probably say, from the 1990s. I mean, when you start it up, you hear the motors humming. There's no train master control on it. There's no train sounds. It's an older style engine. I mean, it's still a nice engine. I'm gonna run the 2 that I have as dummies. But I'd like something that was newer and can work by train master control. So I'll now have 3 GP9s, which will be a great addition to the layout. Another thing too that I decided is with my backdrop, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Wasn't sure if I wanted to paint all that plywood or if I wanted to order a backdrop. Now, ordering a backdrop is rather expensive. I mean, they'll charge you 114 American for I think they said 114 inches. So it would be a couple $100 to get a photographic backdrop for this entire layout. I mean, I think that this run here is, I think this is the 29, and this is the 26 here. So, you know, it's quite costly for what it is. So what I decided to do is I typed in sky blue backdrop on Google, and what I got was a photo backdrop for taking photos, and it's 57 inches by 36 feet. So 57 inches by 36 feet for $44.99 Canadian. That's a great price. And I'm just going to staple it up there, and then I'm going to paint my own backdrop because it's going to be mostly mountain scenery in my layout. I mean, over here I'll be modeling Western Canada. I'll be trying to do the Rockies, whereas over here I'll be doing a CN yard scene. Now, with the buildings I have, I'm not sure how I'm going to tie them into the layout yet, and I can't wait to have my second run wired up so that I can actually start laying houses down and deciding where I'm going to fill in with plywood and where I'm going to build up. But it's coming along nicely. And another problem I have too, as I said, if anyone knows the problem to this, please comment. I'd love to figure this out. I'll show you here in a second. But on this bridge, this is where one terminal section ends. It ends right here as it comes onto the bridge. But what happens is when the train goes from transition point A to transition point B, it stops dead, but then it picks back up and it just goes. And I can't figure it out. I'm going to try adding another feeder wire and see if that fixes my problem, because it's fixed it for quite a few different areas. But yeah, in my top list of hated things to do, I'd definitely say wiring a model railroad is definitely one. So all that being said, I want to show you the train running around the layout currently. like I said, I have to throttle it. I don't have Trainmaster control yet, so it's going to pick up in some areas. It's going to die in others too, because I can't give it full throttle. Now watch right here. This is the problem I'm encountering and I can't figure it out. Stops. Watch, it's gonna pick right back up. Oh, don't do it now. There we go. It picks right back up, and I can't seem to figure out what's wrong with that. I mean, no one said wiring a model railroad is easy, but I'm gonna figure it out. Also right here, I'm gonna build a massive mountain, probably closer to the roof, that'll cover you from seeing the bridge from this side. Oh, we had a derailment. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Please like, subscribe, comment your thoughts, comment any questions you have, any ideas you have. If you guys have ideas for scenes, I'd love to hear them, because I'm lost for thought on what I'm gonna do right now. I planned on taking out this corner right here, and I was gonna put my little business district right here, and then I'm gonna have two spurs here, as you can see as well. I'm gonna have another yard in this area, opposed from my main yard over here on the right. So anyway, thank you for viewing. Like, subscribe, as I said. Happy New Year.